Hello, my name is Sarah Young, and welcome to the Canadian Maritimes. Originally the home of the First Nations Mi'kmaq. The area was later settled by the French Acadians, who were tragically deported by the British, who remained in power until Canadian independence. But today the sentiment is, let us be French, let us be Gaelic, let us be English, but most importantly, let us be Canadians. Traditions of music and dance are celebrated throughout the region. As is the acknowledgement of the dangers of deep-sea fishing and lobster fishing, and the region's long history of coal mining. As their name suggests, Canada's maritime provinces, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Prince Edward Island, are dominated by the sea with a long, jagged coastline punctuated by picturesque bays, sandy beaches, towering cliffs, and some of the prettiest towns in Canada, and the freshest, tastiest lobster in the world. Our travels begin in Halifax, the capital and largest city of Nova Scotia, and one of the finest harbors in the world. And then quickly leaving the cosmopolitan Halifax, we drive to Peggy's Cove, population less than 100, a fishing village with a lighthouse overlooking St. Margaret's Bay. We then travel on to Lunenburg, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This town once excelled at wooden shipbuilding, and its masterpiece was the Blue Nose, a fishing schooner that was also a legendary racer. Today, there is the Blue Nose 2, a replica of that iconic tall ship. Traveling to New Brunswick, we cross the Bay of Fundy, known to have the highest tides in the world. St. John is the only city located on the Bay of Fundy, and it is the second largest city of the Canadian Maritimes. Outside of St. John, the 450-mile-long St. John River meets the Bay of Fundy at Reversing Falls, where rapids form in one direction and then another, depending upon the ebb and flow of the tide. The town of St. Andrews by the Sea was founded by British loyalists after the American Revolution. Covering more than 27 acres and boasting more than 50,000 perennials, the Kingsbrae Garden reflects both the old and new gardening styles of the region. Bay of Fundy is a marine paradise because the waters of the bay are important feeding grounds for many whales, dolphins, porpoises, seals, and seabirds. Old Sow is the largest natural whirlpool in the Western Hemisphere and is one of 5 significant whirlpools worldwide. From the time he was a year old until he was stricken with polio in 1921, Franklin Delano Roosevelt spent his summers in Campobello. As president, his attitudes and policies towards Canada and the world were undoubtedly influenced by his stays on the island. Hopewell rocks are sculpted by the highest tides in the world, the tides of the Bay of Fundy. Prince Edward Island consists of long beaches, numerous bays and harbors, and beautiful red sandstone cliffs. With over 20 years in the business, Raspberry Point oysters produce some of the finest oysters in North America. Global warming forcing the lobster population north, coupled with conservation measures, have made a big difference in protecting the Maritimes lobster population and its ability to meet the international demand for the product. Home to one of the deepest harbors in North America, Georgetown was once a major shipbuilding center. And although the founding industries of the town have declined, the citizens of Georgetown have banded together to form a wonderful spot for tourism and understanding of the Canadian Maritimes. Confederation Bridge joining Prince Edward Island and New Brunswick is the largest bridge over ice-covered waters in the world. The arts are alive and well in the Maritimes. For example, the Hooked Rug Museum of North America researches the history of this art, presents it in an accurate manner, and also encourages its future development. While the Artisans Studio and Gallery on Cape Breton sell the works of local glass artists. Named after John Cabot, who sailed to Cape Breton Island in 1497, the 186-mile roadway known as the Cabot Trail offers spectacular coastal views and highland scenery. It has truly been a beautiful and relaxing journey through the Canadian Maritimes and a privileged overview of the art, spectacular nature, phenomenal vistas, and an experience of the warmth and generosity of the people that we have encountered. Thank you.